To my future self, I will get more involved with events that promote diversity and inclusion in order to meet more people from diverse backgrounds and get to know what other people's stories are, because you never really know what goes on behind the scenes of their lives.
To my future self, I will try to be more diverse by joining the diversity committees and inclusion committees in the student groups that I'm a part of on campus and off campus. I will also try to better educate myself on diversity issues and issues faced by minority groups.
To my future self, I will make sure to get involved with an initiative striving to address social inequality within my community, whether it be through a student group, an organization, a project, or through the work I do professionally. I will be confident in who I am and engage my peers in those uncomfortable conversations, sharing my experiences and actively seeking to understand the perspectives of others to help foster an inclusive environment that is sensitive to the needs of everyone.
To my future self, I will look into some of the opportunities that MIT has regarding equity and inclusion and all that stuff, and look into like maybe some of the clubs and some of those other things. And really just in general focus on having conversations that are with people that are different than me, to number one, make me a more well-rounded person, and then also to give maybe more marginalized people and kind of help them feel as though they have a voice, and really just learn from them, because there's a lot to know and there's a lot to learn from people that are different with me or different than me.
To my future self, I want to make sure that MIT women's soccer players are attending diversity, equity, and inclusion training every season. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is a value on our team, and I want to ensure that our team is always living out this value.
To my future self, I will educate myself fully on diversity and inclusion. I will do so by making an effort to have weekly conversations with my peers and attend at least 3 events focused on diversity and inclusion.
To my future self, I will make learning about diversity and inclusion be a forefront of my college experience. I will keep my mind open, surround myself with strong and diverse individuals, and listen to others. By educating myself through listening to others' stories and being around unique individuals, I will better understand what I need to do to make sure everyone around me feels included and loved. I will strive to not just educate myself on diversity and inclusion motions, but also be a leader of these topics. I will get involved with at least one student group focused on diversity and inclusion, and use that as a pillar to not only educate myself, but others as well.
To my future self. This year, I will actively reach out to my peers in order to learn more about and fully appreciate the diversity of MIT's student body. By engaging in discussions apart from class, I challenge my classmates and I to having candid conversations about diversity and inclusion at MIT and what it means to us. More specifically, I'm committed to having at least one conversation of this nature per week.
To my future self, make sure to support underserved communities as a physician.
To my future self, I would like to get involved in a cultural event or club, like pertaining to a culture I'm not that familiar with, but then I would also like to be involved with a club or event relating to my own culture.
To my future self, I will make an effort to engage in uncomfortable conversations about the daily hardships and issues that marginalized groups deal with all the time, so that I can develop a better understanding of these issues and help spread awareness. And from what I learn, I can pass along that information to my friends and help develop a better culture in our friend group and contribute to the MIT community in a positive way.
To my future self, make sure you get involved with groups focused on diversity and inclusion and help communicate the benefits of diversity and inclusion to those who don't understand the values of it.
To my future self, I am going to try to get involved with groups and communities that are focused on diversity and inclusion. I'm also going to try to expand my friend group to people that have diverse backgrounds and are different from me in terms of ethnicity, socioeconomic background, and interests. I'm also going to try to make an active effort to educate myself on some of the ways that I am privileged and look at issues or problems that minority communities face that I'm currently unaware of.
To my future self, I will make sure that each member of my team and my community knows they are accepted for who they are. I will continue to learn more about diversity, equity, and
and inclusion, and actively pursue resources that let me learn more about that. And once I find those resources, I will make sure to spread them to my friends and my team and my community. I'll be open to difficult conversations, and I'll be a person for anyone to lean on when they feel they aren't included.
To my future self, I will join at least one student group on campus focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion. I will attend at least one workshop on diversity programming and allyship held by MIT, and I will attend MIT's Day of Dialogue.